bit quicker, actually.
Teaching global citizenship means making issues from across the world matter to students in the UK.
In Africa, that's how some people have to get water for their families. They must be pretty strong.
Water is an essential resource, yet over 1 billion people don't have access to safe water.
So the water that goes down to the farms gets polluted with chemicals from fertilizers and then gets washed back into the river.
Margaret's family live next to one of the biggest pineapple plantations in the world. Farms like these are boosting Kenya's economy, but don't always benefit local people. And pollution doesn't only come from farms.
Sewage.
There's also sewage. This is sewage from Raru town. It comes down this stream, and into the river we get water from. We have to drink water from that river. There's no choice. If we had a well near our home, we'd be able to get clean water, but that costs money. In 2005, I got typhoid from drinking dirty water. I was sick for about a month, and my dad had to spend a lot on medicine.
To avoid disease, the water needs to be boiled before drinking, but this doesn't always happen.
Typhoid is very common here, and people get other diseases from the water, like cholera.
By 6 o'clock in the evening, the younger children are back from school. Before it gets dark, there's a final journey to the river, and this time it's the turn of the youngest children.
Fetching water is really hard work. If we had water at home, we'd have much more time and be able to do other things.
Initial reactions to that film, anything, what do people think? Paul?
It's shocking because, like, the sewage goes into their water what they drink.
The sewage, exactly. The sewage goes into the water and they have to use that water to drink. Well done.
We use the water and we, like, waste it and everything, and they have to use dirty water and they don't waste a single bit.
Okay.
It's just that we're privileged and they actually have to go through a lot of stuff to actually just get water, and we actually, you know, we think our life is hard, but look at that.
Sometimes they've got to be careful because there might be hippos in the river.
Exactly.
So they've got to run and need their water.
Exactly. So there's a danger element as well to going collecting water.
The amount of water we drink in a day is equivalent to them going 35 times a day.
To the river. Well done.
The children, well, it's good that they at least got free school for primary school, but it costs so much to go to secondary school, and we're all here, and most people are like, oh, I don't want to go to school today, but like they treasure it and they have to pay to go to school.
I've got your initial reactions to the films. Let's think about some of the issues around water, okay, that have arisen in that film we've just watched. Okay, Diresh.
Like when they drank the dirty water, she had to take lipoid.
Okay,
and it cost their parents lots of money.
Okay, she actually caught typhoid, which is a disease that you get from drinking dirty water, and she had to pay a lot of money for the medicine. Well done. Good. Meha?
They could solve the problem by adding a well, but they don't have enough money for it.
In the video, they showed like people growing the crops and stuff, but most of them get imported to Europe and stuff.
Exactly, exactly. So what were they using the water from the river for then?
Pineapples, corn, and coffee.
Good. And do you think that the local people use those different?
The farmers that are using their crops, they have fertilizers and all of that. So when it gets washed back into the river, all those chemicals are going back.
Exactly. So all of those chemicals are in the river, and they're drinking that water every day. Let's think about this then. Who actually goes to collect most of the water?
The women.
The women go to collect most of the water. As a woman, you spend most of your time collecting water. What are the men doing? What are the men doing? Hamid?
Working. Going to work and trying to earn money for the house so you can get like basic food stuff.
The woman of the family actually had gone to school and had a degree in hairdressing. She had the opportunity to get much more money for her family, but because she's a woman, she has to go collect the water and look after the house.
Exactly. Got a little homework exercise for you to do, okay? And I've got a list of world resources, Jordan, okay? List of world resources. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to rank in order of importance the world resources, okay? So there's oil, water, gold, diamonds, the rainforest, food, happiness and money. Now remember, there's no right answer, and I want you to be able to give me a reason why you've chosen your top number one. In this first lesson, I wanted them to get some of the basic issues around water for people living in Africa. And the next lesson, what I want to move on to looking at is the global distribution of water, looking at how we can, as citizens, actually make a difference to the amount of water we use in our home.
A week later, Katrina takes the second lesson with her Year 9 class. Through exploring the issue of water worldwide, she hopes they'll understand the importance of using water in a sustainable way.
Okay, so last lesson, for your homework, I asked you to rank a number of different world resources.
I thought money was the most important because you need money to do everything and anything.
You need money to do everything and anything, okay?
Well, I thought water was the most important.
Why did you think water was the most important?
Because looking back at last lesson, we learned about how much water means to people and how much people need it in the world.
Water is important, but it's not going to make you happy, and like family is what makes you happy and stuff like that.
Okay, but if you didn't have water, do you think you'd be happy? Sarah?
I think water's first and then happiness.
Water first, then happiness. Why?
Because you need water. You might be happy for like half an hour or something, and then you're dead, so what's the point?
Okay, so water is essential for life. Okay, lovely. Now today we're going to sort of deepen our knowledge about water, and I've split you into 6 different groups. Each group is going to have a different topic to research, okay? So I've got 6 topics here. One is who owns water, one is contamination of water, one is personal use of water, the other is the impacts of having no water, the other is the global distribution of water, and then the global consumption of water. Wow. If they're actually doing their own research, they're finding out for themselves. It's kind of inquiry learning, and they're beginning to sort of pick out information themselves, and they actually remember it and learn it a lot quicker and more effectively if they're doing the research themselves.
So basically they supply the water.
Oh, there's something about the sea.
So they own the water.
In the London area.
In the London area.
So maybe every country has a company like Thames Water.
Okay, well maybe you want to research that. Are there water companies in Africa?
I'm writing about contamination of water in Africa, and I just found out that only 9% of households in eastern Uganda get an acceptable quality of water.
What do you think about that?
I I think it's really kind of depressing since we have so much water that we drink every day. Like me alone, I must have drank 4 glasses of water already, and to think that it takes so much most people would hardly never have 1 glass of acceptable water is really quite shocking, and the fact that people are dying just because they don't have clean water when we have so much, it's just really horrible.
I just found out that it says it takes 1 litre of water to make a 100-gram chocolate bar, and also it takes 9 litres of water are used for the paper in 1 magazine. So it's a lot of water in making things. I never realised that before.
Right, everyone put your pens down, please. Right, okay, so I'd like to start off with the group who owns water.
Thames Water supplies water for London, which means they control all the water from here to Reading. Each continent controls the water within the countries inside that continent. And European countries have water systems, for example, which control the water they have, but no one really owns the oceans.
Global consumption of water doubling every 20 years, twice the rate of human population, and the capital water use for Africa is 245 meter cube, Asia is 519 meter cube, South America is 478 meter cube, Europe is 1,280 meter cube.
Okay, so what did you find out then? Who used most water?
Europe.
Europe, okay, lovely. Contamination of water now, please. Contamination of water and what you learned?
South America, tourists even have to be careful about the water, and also the fuel from the machines that go into the Amazon rainforest is actually leaking into the water and therefore affecting the water and contaminating it. Antarctica, when they drill into the ice lakes, and this can contaminate it and spreads into the under the ice rivers.
In a washing machine, we use 80 litres of water a day. Taking a bath, 80 litres too. Shower, 5 litres per minute. And to flush a toilet, 9.5 litres. That's a lot.
There's lots of different things we can do. Firstly, while we're using the tap to brush our teeth, we could just turn it off, then brush.
Yep, good idea.
And then turn it back on when we need to rinse it. That will save lots and lots and lots of water a year.
When you're having a bath, you should always limit your time to 5 minutes.
A bath or a shower?
A shower and a bath, both of them.
Okay, but surely if you fill up a bath, the water's been used.
But it goes cold straight away, so you want to put more hot water through.
Okay, so...
So if you go in the bath, quickly wash yourself, and it's cold, then you can go out instead of keep on
topping up the hot water.
Tempted to put the hot water in.
By empathising with people who don't have clean water and learning about water issues worldwide, the students realise that water is a vital and limited resource that shouldn't be taken for granted.
If we save water in England, we could give it to other countries which don't have clean water. So it will help Africa and other LEDCs.
Yeah, that's what
less economically developed countries.